The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So North Carolina's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Looking for a crease. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Makes the grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
From the gun, it's Brady. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella.
Right down the middle. He's at the 30. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's in there for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running inside, it's Brady. He's past the 30. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his man on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of runs.
Johnson wants to throw it. They're all over him, and he gets rid of it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They boot it away on 4th down. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rourke. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Not a lot of room to field this one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for space. It's Brady. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. It's Brady. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Time to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Slings it downfield. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Caught. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Rourke. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to squeak through the pile. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. The give on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the play call there on 4th and short, because even if you don't get it, the opponent now has to march the entire length of the field. But because you did, you've now got a fresh set, and offensively, you've got to pay this off now. You've got to score a touchdown.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Slams it ahead. Slams into the line and through for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to try to return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
2nd down to the air. Look out! Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Hits inside, it's Rourke. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Left side is Ware. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Walker will fire. Keeping his eyes downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Reels it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Rush is on. He caught it. And it's in for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. Can't get him to the ground. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Brady. Runs through a tackle. Across the 45. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this offense has to stay out of these 3rd and long situations, man. They get in these predictable situations. That's why they punted last time. Like, got to stay a little bit more balanced. Got to protect their quarterback so they don't know they're dropping back to pass in difficult 3rd down situations.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 10 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, catching up with the head coach at the half, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Under pressure. Finds a spot in the middle. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UNC! Took it all the way back to the house.
And after that critical pick six, this game feels a whole lot different. That quarterback is kicking himself right now. He knew after that drive, it started so well, they had an opportunity, David, to add to their lead and feel a whole lot more comfortable. It just takes one play, and all of a sudden, the opponent is right back in this thing.
And the defense had to have a play. They had to have something go their way. They had to get a stop. Not only do they get the stop and say, hey, we're going to limit the damage, they get the turnover. They get the touchdown. This game just got completely flipped. This defense made the play they had to make.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The run inside. It's Rourke. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Walker to throw. Grabs it in the middle. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Out wide left, it's Tompkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Right side, it's Tompkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Clement. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Rush right in his face. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. They're all over him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Out wide left, it's Tompkins. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking for a crease. It's Brady. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just feeds the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Quick give. It's Brady. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's at.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer to a drive there of 84 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Walker will fire. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Tompkins. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Look out! Quickly to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Rush is on. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. 2nd and long here. Snaps it in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that.
The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Crosses to 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking for room, it's Brady. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to the back. Hard running there. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give off the left side. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Under pressure. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you got to give the offensive line all the credit for that one. The QB had over 5 seconds to find his open target down the field. Great job up front pass protection for that touchdown throw.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Using his legs, it's Rourke. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They give it to him again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Maybe some room here. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeps it on the ground. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking for room. It's Rourke. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Handoff to the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to run it left here. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. This is not a time to pad your stats. Firing to the right, complete. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. I guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Plenty of fire.